penguins on my bottom. And yeah, my penguins on my bottom. One time my friend Jared told me that the beginning of The Lion King sounded like they were saying penguins on my bottom, and now every single time I hear the beginning of The Circle of Life, I only hear penguins on my bottom. Hey everybody, so today I have the next edition in my kids movie inspired look series, and if you couldn't tell by the intro, I am doing The Lion King next. Lion King is one of my favorite movies in the entire world, like top 5. It's like The Lord of the Rings, that counts all 3 of them, Armageddon, The Lion King, I don't know what the other ones are, but The Lion King is up there in my top 5 is what I am saying. And I know it's been a hot minute since I have done one of these tutorials on my channel here for a second. I work retail, and as you all probably know, it is back to school season, which is one of the busiest times for retail, and I just got promoted to full-time. So I have been extremely busy, haven't had any time, and when I do have time, I'm so exhausted that I barely have the creative energy, and this movie means so much to me that I really wanted to wait until I knew what I wanted to do with this look, because I didn't want to just do a warm orange smoky eye, because I just didn't want to do it. I wanted to do something a little bit more out of the box. So today I took inspiration from the night sky, and then obviously the oranges from the lions in The Lion King, but I think the night sky and like how that plays a part in this whole movie is just beautiful, with the kings of the past or fireflies that got caught up in that big bluish black thing. You know, I think the storyline is beautiful, and how they play in to the sky having so much significance, especially in the scene where Simba talks to Mufasa, or Mufasa's like spirit. It's just one of my favorite scenes. The music that's playing in the background just always gives me goosebumps every single time, so I really wanted to take inspiration from that scene in particular, with Simba speaking to Mufasa and Mufasa being like, "Remember who you are." So I am super excited about this. This one was probably the one I was most excited about, but I was also the most nervous about, because I knew that I really wanted to just like hit it out of the park with this look, and I feel like I did. I'm very proud of this look. I think it's just, I just really like how it turned out, so I hope you guys did too. And if you all want to see how I got this Lion King inspired makeup look, then please just keep watching. Alright everybody, we're going to start with eyes today, as we normally have been. So the first thing I'm going to do is just prime my eyes with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm really going to go in so that every single spot on my eyelid is primed. And by the way, I am still a little bit sick, so ignore me if I sound sick. And then I'm just going to set that down with powder. Then we're going to go in with a few Makeup Geek shades. I'm going to mix together these two. The bright blue one is called Neptune, and the shimmery light blue is, I believe, called Glass Slipper. And again, these are both by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to take these on my Sigma E40, and I'm just going to blend this through the crease and start to build it up a little bit as we're building the colors for the night sky. Then I'm going to take just Neptune and really deepen up that crease and kind of inner and outer corner, and just really add a lot of depth and bright color to the crease. Then I'm going to go in with Boo Berry, which is that darker blue shade, and we're going to take this in the inner and outer corner, and we're just going to deepen up that inner and outer corner. And I am going to take this through the crease pretty low on the crease as well. And this is just a like dense domed blending brush from Sigma as well. Then I'm going to take the shade Caitlyn Rose. This is a Makeup Geek foiled shadow, and I'm just going to take that on my finger, and I'm going to pop that on the inner and outer portion of the lid, just keeping that very center portion blank. So the center portion is where we're going to put kind of the glitter and the blue, so I wanted to add a purple to kind of, you know, represent the night sky, and I do build this up quite a bit as well. So I'm just going to take a layer, then I'm going to go in with a black shadow and this very nice detailed pointed blender brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to really darken and deepen the outer corner and a little bit through the crease. I'm going to keep this very precise just because I want the depth, but I don't want to take away from any of the blue color, because again, we're trying to make it look like the night sky, so we want to keep it dark, but we also want to keep it blue. So I'm dragging that in the inner corner, in the outer corner, and then through the crease, just with the very tip of the brush, so that way the black doesn't totally cover up the blue that we've been putting on our lid. Then I'm going to go back in with Neptune and just blend through the crease and make sure that that blue is still nice and there and bold. And then I'm just going to go in with more Caitlyn Rose and just re-intensify it. I do this a couple times just because, again, I really want that purple to show through so that we really get that kind of galaxy effect with the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Too Shy. This is one of my favorite Colourpop Super Shock shadows. It's just this neon, bright, sparkly blue, and I'm just going to place that right in the very, very center of the lid, kind of going like in a diagonal, or no, in a diagonal line right along the center of my eye. And I'm going to kind of blend it back and forth with Caitlyn Rose, and then we're going to go back in with more of that purple, the Caitlyn Rose shade, to blend it together and to make sure it's super intense. And I love how this turned out. I really think you're getting that like galaxy effect now. Then I'm going to take this this eye candy sparkler sugar, eye candy sugar. Anyways, it's a silver glitter. I'll have it listed down below for sure. And I'm going to take this on a lip brush and using the eye candy liquid sugar adhesive, I'm just going to do little dots, kind of like stars, right in the center of the lid. I'm just going to kind of place them randomly, just do a bunch of little dots again to give us that kind of galaxy star look to the eyes. Then we're going to use eyeliner. Well, we're going to use a liquid lipstick. I'm pretty sure this one is eye safe, but just double check. I didn't put this like in my waterline or anything, but we're going to take Kat Von D's A-Go-Go liquid lipstick, and I'm going to use this as my eyeliner. I really want to do the orange liner to represent like Simba, and then the eyeshadow to represent the night sky. So basically I did need to take this in layers just because we're putting an orange lipstick on top of a black shadow, but I'm just taking that on a lip brush and doing a nice thick wing of liner. And this lip brush is just from BH Cosmetics, for any of you guys wondering. So I'm just going to do my eyeliner as I normally would, but instead of an eyeliner, we're going to use a lipstick. Just to intensify the color a little bit, I'm going to take a neon orange eyeshadow. This is from the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm just going to take that on a angled brush, and I'm going to basically set down the liner with this eyeshadow to again intensify it and make it a little bit more opaque. And then we're going to move on to face. So I'm going to take the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to take that on my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm just going to buff this all over my skin as we normally do with foundation. Then I'm going to take my Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade 5 Fair, and I'm just going to conceal and highlight all over my face. I've been loving this concealer. I think it is such an awesome concealer, and I totally had a moment. Simba! Anyways, we are going to blend that Simba stripe all over. That was probably a little bit too much concealer, but come on. I had to. So anyways, I'm just going to again blend that in with my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm going to make sure to really sharpen that outer wing with this as well. Then I'm going to set down my highlighted areas with the NYX HD Pressed Powder in Banana, and this is an e.l.f. I think it's a tapered face brush, highlighting brush. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the small tapered brush, but I'm just going to set that all down. And then I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Japonesque Kumadori Loose Setting Powder. I've really been loving this powder. It's such a nice, silky, finely milled powder. And this is an e.l.f. tapered face brush. I don't know what this one's called, but it's really nice and it's from e.l.f. Then for the lower lash line, I'm going to take Oh Ship by Colourpop. That's Oh Ship, like sailing a ship. And I'm going to take that on this little kind of dense brush, and we're going to blend that all the way from inner to outer corner. I love how nicely this matched the liner on the upper lash line, so we're just going to mimic that on our lower lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Makeup Geek's Chickadee and Early Bird, just like a more yellowy shade, on a blending brush, and I'm going to really blend that down. I really want these yellows to come through real hard, so I go in a few times and I really layer this color up just because again, I want those yellowy oranges from the lines to really punch through, and yeah, I could say that a million more times, but I'm not going to. Basically, blend it out with yellow eyeshadow. And then I'm going to take, this is a Japonesque kumadori felt tip liner, and I'm just going to extend my inner corner. Just as you can see, I'm just drawing a tiny, tiny little line right in that inner tear duct, just to extend that inner corner to give my eyes a little bit more of a cat eye shape. I really, really like this little detail. I'm usually so bad at doing this, but I really liked how it turned out. It just makes my eyes look a little bit bigger and again more cat-like. So again, that was the kumadori felt tip liner. Then I'm going to take the NYX Faux Blacks eyeliner, and this is in the shade Oxblood, and I'm going to line my lower lash line with this. It's just a nice burgundy red liner. So I'm just going to blend this on my lower lash line as well. Then I'm going to go fill in my eyebrows. I'll have the products linked down below. And then we're going to highlight our brow bone with the Wet n Wild Highlighting Gold Bar in gold. I don't think there's a color, it's just the highlighting gold bar. And this is the same highlighter we're going to use on our face later, so I thought it would be nice and matchy-matchy to highlight the brow bone with it. Then I just always go back with my blending brush and blend my brow bone shade in with my highlighting shade. Then I'm going to take this Thrive Causemetics bronzer. I think this is in the shade EOS. I really, really like it. The only thing is it is very, very pigmented, so you definitely have to barely touch your brush in and then tap off the excess. But once you do that, it's such a beautiful bronzer. I cannot put it down. So I'm just going to pretty heavily bronze up my skin and just bronze up my skin and sing along to the Lion King. And then I'm going to highlight my face with that same Wet n Wild Highlighting Gold Bar, and I'm going to go in and really just blind myself with highlighter. You know the deal. I just really wanted my whole skin to look radiant. My whole skin? Yeah, that makes sense. I wanted all of my skin to look super radiant. Then I'm going to take the Makeup Geek blush in Summer Fling, a really, really awesome orange. And I'm just going to dust that towards the back of my cheeks with this Wet n Wild blush brush. Or no, not Wet n Wild, excuse me. BH Cosmetics blush brush. And yeah, just add more warmth and oranginess to the whole look. Then I'm going to take the NYX Liquid Suede in Orange County, and I'm just going to put that on. Just put it on as lipstick. Y'all know the dealio. After that, I'm going to go apply the Kiss Double Up Lashes in the style 203. And then once those are on, I decided I wanted to add a little bit of interest to the lip look. So I took the Makeup Geek Foiled Shadow in Fortune Teller and just tapped that to the center of the lip to kind of give it a yellowy metallic finish. And then after that is done, the look is complete. Alright everybody, so that is how I got the look. This is the look. You've already seen the look at the beginning of the video, but I'm here again to show you the completed look, and I hope you guys liked it. Like I said in the beginning, this is a look I'm super proud of, and I hope you guys all liked it because I really liked creating it. So let me know what movies you all want to see next from this channel, or not from this channel, I mean that too. Let me know what videos you want to see on my channel in general, but give me ideas for videos for this series specifically, and I will have the link to the rest of this series in the description box if you want to see the rest of my kids movie inspired look series. And if you enjoyed this edition, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on the next one, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!